20 years later. Welcome to part 2 of the Mortal Kombat 10 playthrough. We finished Johnny Cage's chapter and we've jumped ahead 20 years.
It looks like we've got a whole bunch of new characters this time.
There's Cassie Cage on the left there. That is Johnny Cage's daughter.
Let me guess, Sonya's the mother.
Yeah. And there's Kung Jin, voiced by Johnny on Bosch. I was so happy to hear that he got a role in this.
And who's this?
Takeda, he's Kenshi's son.
Okay.
Yeah, Kung Jin is descended from Kung Lao's family. And there's Jacqui Briggs.
Oh, so Jack's got a daughter as well.
Yep.
Oh, great, they don't get along with each other. Great.
Kung Jin is kind of rash. he doesn't really think before he acts.
Now, I know this is 20 years later, but Johnny doesn't look that much different compared to when we see him before.
Yeah.
Besides the grey hair.
Yeah. He still has the tattoo.
Well, that's the kind of tattoo supposed to last your entire life.
Yeah.
New places, new faces.
So what's your opinion on these new characters when you first saw them?
I quite liked them.
As the secretary pointed
It's always nice to have some new faces to play as. Like, you don't know how they're going to play and then you check them out and it's like, oh, they're really fun to play as. Kung Jin's pretty fun to play as, actually. He's pretty much this game's Green Arrow.
Oh. Now, I can... I have to imagine that this will be a little bit uncomfortable because these are like essentially their offspring, and then you think of the fatality system.
Yeah. Because you can do the fatalities on them. It's kind of awkward.
Yeah.
Speaking of fatalities, they've ramped those up considerably in this game.
But you won't be able to show them off in story mode like Mortal Kombat 9's.
There is one you can do, but not till much later.
One fatality. Kotal Kahn. Oh, God.
Now we jump to Outworld. And no, he's not a relative of Shao Kahn.
Oh, thank God. So this is Outworld, and who are these?
That is Aaron Black there on the left, a cowboy gunslinger. He's voiced by Troy Baker.
Again?
Yeah.
Oh, hi,
Hi,
Kano.
Kano. Voiced to perfection by Michael McConaughey.
Again.
This is Devora, a new character, voiced by Lucy Liu, I believe.
No,
I'm
Kelly
sure.
Hugh.
Oh, Kelly Hugh. Yeah, that's it.
She's a bug lady, from what I've heard of.
Yeah, she's a member of a species known as the chitin.
So she can create and summon bugs.
Yep.
And who's is this? This is Kotal Kahn.
Yep, he is the current ruler of Outworld. He's voiced by Phil Lamar, who's the voice of Vamp in Metal Gear Solid 4.
Some moustache it, or is it what do you call it? Nose hair, because it's like a very Hitler style.
Yeah. He's also the voice of Samurai Jack.
Phil Lamar, I think we voiced him. And there's Rain.
And who is that? We see with Rain.
And my second main in MK9 next to Smoke.
Fucking roundhouse kick.
Yeah, there you go. Spin you around the world.
And we saw him for a brief second earlier, but Ermac is also there's Ermac right there actually. Like Ermac can't he's always working for like Outworld. Here's the thing. Apparently, Shao Kahn's soul is absorbed into Ermac. They don't actually do anything with that.
And here's Mileena and Tanya.
Aaron Strassman back voicing Mileena to perfection. I love Miss Strassman's work so much.
I give it a more demonic voice.
The voice she does for Mileena is perfect. There's something odd though. Apparently, some of the
Whoa! How'd she get that?
eBay.
1 million for 1 million yen.
It'll be worth it to her because initially Mileena ruled Outworld, and Kotal Kahn staged a coup to take power from her because she was rather unstable, to say the least.
So she's having a rebellion against them.
Yeah, she's trying to take back the throne.
Wasn't there a prequel comics or?
Yeah, there's some comics. I haven't read them though. I believe they're set before the events of this.
Ah, Tarkatan's the most expendable race in Outworld.
Yeah. Yeah, and as we just heard from Mileena there, Kano's actually working for her, so Kano's just waiting for the right moment.
Ermac's still rocking that telekinesis.
Yep.
Oh.
I didn't know Dante was in this game. Gunslinger! No, not quite. Oh, over here! Let's get her! Bye-bye.
Oof. Ah, fall back, fall back!
That is one of our special moves, actually. Cora's kind of... She's one of the most sinister characters in the game, actually.
Doesn't she have one of the most brutal fatalities, actually?
Yeah. She, like, what was it? Rips out your heart and head and brain and smashes them both together.
Oh.
Interactive sequence here.
Initiate cuties!
Wait,
that is a massive knife.
Oh. Points to Chris Redfield in RE5.
Chris wishes he had a knife like that.
Oh, I don't need a knife. I've got a machete.
No, I've got a panda. Oh.
This goes on for quite a bit, actually.
That's annoying, isn't it, when you have to
do the same button for the one motion.
There it goes.
You won't get that if you miss any of those buttons, by the way, so... Like, the more extravagant outcomes of these cutscenes you won't get if you miss these button events. Ow.
Ah! That hurt me more than the skull crack.
No, it won't matter, because we can still see. Wow, he's getting thrown around like a ragdoll.
Well, what do you expect? Kotal Kahn's the new Emperor
Yeah,
here.
Kotal Kahn is really fucking strong, by the way.
What is he, from what I heard, he's a sun god?
Yeah.
Praise the sun! Literally.
And Kano, being the money grubber, wanted to take the better deal from Mileena.
So how does Kotal Kahn handle? This is the sun god.
Power. A lot of it. The sun god variant, he's able to use rays of sunlight to damage the enemy. He can also heal himself if he is standing in the rays of light. Okay. Now that old lady standing there, you can throw her at the enemy.
Wow.
Now there is a special move the sun god variant has where he can charge up. You can use this 3 times. If you enhance it with one of your bars of meter, it goes to level 3 immediately. What it does is essentially gives you the most powerful version of one of his grab command attacks. The grab is still assigned to the L1 button, by the way, and it still, if you don't hold a direction, it still presses the opposite direction. Dead. Dead.
Dead. Dead. Dead.
42% damage.
How is he still up?
Oh, we won't be now.
Oh, that's him dead now. Right into the shop's display.
Cracks his skull, breaks his neck, tells him to rise. I love...
What shoe? You're going barefoot, aren't you?
I love the savage tone Phil Lamar uses for this voice. It fits the character perfectly. Ow.
There goes the spine. Unless the spine itself is cybernetic.
Here's Tanya.
Tanya.
She's a member of the Edenian race, same as Kitana and Jade.
Jade and...
Too bad they're both fucking dead.
You are the Edenian, Tanya.
I'm pleased you remember me.
And I believe it's Jennifer Hale.
Jennifer Hale.
Singer.
Yeah, it is.
I mostly know her as the original voice of Black Cat in the 1990s animated Spider-Man series.
She was the female version of Commander Shepard in Mass Effect.
Yeah, that's one of I think that's a lot of fans' favorite role for her, actually. She's also, I'm trying to remember, Naomi in Metal Gear Solid. Yeah.
Now, you do get to fight Tanya here from what I've seen, but she was added later as DLC.
That is Kitana's pose she's using when she doesn't move. She, in the story mode, like, this was before she was added, so she's kind of unfinished. Yeah. She doesn't have a variant at all, actually.
Aye, as you can see. So she technically wasn't playable at this point.
So they just gave her, like, basic moves, essentially.
I'm surprised they didn't update that when they added her as DLC.
Yeah, yeah, this is after I... no, wait, this was before I got the DLC. Even if you buy the DLC...
This is still, it still says Tanya with no variation.
Yeah. There's the command grab.
Now that bar, beside... Fucking hell, you've...
That's because I used the enhanced version of a certain special move that charges it all the way up, so it does a lot of damage now, and it does a lot more hits.
No, when he's bringing down the sun. Crispy!
Toasty! Now that tiger-like thing, you can actually jump off of it for a evasive maneuver, and it gets annoyed at you. Oof. It actually roars.
Fuck you through the old lady!
No,
as I was trying to say earlier, the bar here, it functions exactly like Mortal Kombat 9. Look, 1 is an enhanced special move, 2 is a combo breaker, and 3 is your X-ray.
Yeah, the combo breaker is assigned to the block button, and you have to do a forward motion while
the enemy's attacking you to break free.
Yeah. It's essentially a get out of jail free card if you're like stuck in kind of really desperate situation.
Now, is there any major difference between Kotal Kahn and Shao Kahn, or is...
For the last time.
Kahn isn't looking to fucking dominate everything for a start. He only cares about Outworld. Oh, and they actually give subtitles for some of the different like phrases they have.
Oh! Again, the Tarkans are the most expendable race in this universe.
Kotal doesn't play games. He plays for keeps.
Bitch slap, bitch slap.
Down you go.
And Rain's like, oh fuck.
Yeah, Rain is also an Edenian.
Ah, he was half Edenian.
He's the only male Edenian we've seen in the franchise, actually.
But he's an arsehole.
Yeah.
As you can see, he can control water. But that does nothing to my fire.
No, the roundhouse kick is what you want to worry about. You go around the whole world with that.
Yep.
I love how the subtitle says, yell.
Oh, I wish I had wings I can fly.
Yeah, Rain's another character you can't play as, by the way.
Aww.
Good. You can't even hit me with your fucking roundhouse kick.
Oh, come on, you know you love that roundhouse kick, especially when I kick your ass with him.
He actually does have that special move here, though, so
Spin you around the world.
Yeah. Oh, I just love how much combo potential there is in the game. That was the enhanced version of the sunlight move I used in order to buff my command grab. As you can see, it is now going to do a lot of hits.
Yep.
It only does that many hits if it's at level 3.
Wow, you really are determined to make sure you don't get that roundhouse kick.
Yeah.
Can the non-playable characters do X-rays of their own?
I don't remember, actually. I've never actually given them a chance to do anything. I'm playing this on normal difficulty, by the way.
No, I was like, I won't give any of these fuckers a chance.
On that note, though, I will say right now, I had a much easier time going through this in Mortal Kombat 9.
Well, obviously because you put more time in, you know the mechanics better.
It's just that the AI didn't seem to screw me over anywhere near as much. I mean, there are still moments where it tries to cheat like a motherfucker, but it's so much easier compared to 9. Fuck the noob Cybot Mileena battle in 9.
That should silence you.
What if when he's coughing, he's not coughing blood, he was coughing water? And here's Aaron Black.
He's not even finishing him off himself.
You won't touch him again.
Hello, Mr. Baker, again.
Funny thing, Troy Baker was actually in a western, like, years ago. I don't remember the name of it, but if you watch the Retro Replay Sunset Riders episode, he does talk about it.
Ooh.
But I will.
Karen Strassman. Love our work.
As the heir to my father, Shao Kahn, I, Mileena,
Not really.
Yeah, Kano is the title for
For a female leader, yeah.
Yeah.
But you're not really his daughter, considering you're just a genetic experiment.
Yeah. We won't see it yet, but Mileena has a new mouth design actually, so that they could give her better lip syncing in this game, because that's one of the things that they improved significantly in this game. Is like the visuals are incredible and the lip syncing is amazing. The characters have a lot of emotional range. Like their facial expressions are great.
What is it with you and that old lady? She did nothing to you.
She's a sacrifice.
What's piercing for Mileena?
I believe I don't actually remember. Sorry. I believe it involves like some different special moves with the size.
See those two ladies in the background? They're talking about what an absolute arsehole you are for killing that old woman and using her as a projectile.
We had a deal. She's a sacrifice.
And then they start joining Mileena's rebellion.
There will be an execution this day.
Well, it seems like that's going to be the end of Mileena.
You will atone for your descent, Mileena. Your
Well, that didn't
blood
take very
will
long.
make right.
Aye, 4 fights later.
The stair path to the fire's edge.
And of course, she has the fucking
Uses the
amulet.
fucking amulet.
That does take a huge toll on her, by the way. As we're about to see.
Oh, fucking hell. Oh, our hand
Hand's
got,
all burnt.
it got cooked.
It's not just her hand, part of her arm was burnt.
Let me put some more on that.
But yeah, Mileena is now running amok with Shinnok's amulet. And guess who's still in it?
Shinnok himself.
Yeah. So we have some really big problems.
Like, what about for the foot soldiers here at that? Well, what if they one of them got hit by the projectile, then they say, Kahn, I don't feel so good.
I wonder if Shinnok's like getting bounced about in the amulet while Mileena's running around with it.
Simple pick up and go.
We bag him if he resists.
Resistance might be more possible
No,
than you think.
no.
Don't sweat it.
What the team's
Comes to
doing
that,
here is
Sub-Zero
they're
ran
heading to the
away.
Lin Kuei Temple to meet up with Sub-Zero because they haven't heard from him in a while. So they wanna
Oh,
make
so
sure he's still on
Sub-Zero
their side.
managed to break free from Quan Chi.
We'll see what happened later, but quite a few of the characters who were under Quan Chi's control were returned to life.
The forward defenses stand down as you
And now we're
command,
playing as
Grandmaster.
Sub-Zero.
It is confirmed. 4 intruders.
I'm sorry, Grandmaster, but are you going over the board with the ice throwing? Oh, Steve Bloom.
Yep, he does a fantastic job with us. He's mostly known as Spike
Is that a
Steve.
statue of Quan Chi?
I don't know. I would hope not.
What kind of facial expression is that? No, that's what you get when you get up in the morning and you don't have a full day breakfast.
Alright, I've got point. You and Jin, that side. Move.
This is actually one of the problems with the team is that they don't
Coordinate
all-
really well.
Yeah,
Ready?
Well, maybe Jacqui, Cassie and Jacqui, because they're both from Special Forces, aren't they?
yeah. Kung Jin in particular is kind of a rebel.
Speaking of factions, that was a new thing added for Mortal Kombat 10, wasn't it? You can choose a faction, then you get what's called faction kills.
Yeah, it's essentially an online component.
But what was the one that everyone goes for?
Lin Kuei.
Lin Kuei.
The other ones went a surprising amount of times as well, actually.
Because I believe one of the faction kills is Smoke.
Good job, Jed.
State your intentions.
Oh wait, so I'm not Nero?
Grandmaster.
Someone different this
I
time?
need you to come
Okay.
with us.
Who do you think would win, Nero or Kung Jin?
Nero. Nero has fucking devil trigger on his side. And a sword he can rev up.
Now, I'm not sure we mentioned this before, but Kung Jin sounds like a distant relative of Kung
Yeah,
Lao.
he is descendant from the Kung.
My
I don't know
father
what the
always
exact
spoke highly
name of it.
you,
I'm just gonna say
He
the
wants
Kungs.
to talk.
The Kung house. That's it. He's descended from them.
Okay, let's try pummeling. Now.
Yeah, as you can see,
He's
Kung
not-
Jin- he's
yeah.
not exactly patient.
Yeah, he just wants to get things done and over with. Oof.
I thought this was Devil May Cry 5. It's supposed to be non-stop action, right?
They do not follow. What
This design of Mortal Kombat is reminding me of his MK3 design.
Yeah, I think that's what they might have been going for. Because Sub-Zero was unmasked in Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3.
Which I think was a bad thing because the original Mortal Kombat 3 didn't have a lot of the characters. Like it didn't have Raiden,
Oh, that was-
Reptile, Kitana,
No
Johnny
Scorpion.
Cage, Mileena, and no Scorpion.
How can you have no Scorpion in a Mortal Kombat game?
That's like having a Street Fighter game with Ken but no Ryu. Oof.
Yeah, Cryomancer variant for Sub-Zero. He uses a bunch of ice weapons like a hammer.
Oof. And what's Brawler for Cassie?
She gets command grabs. By the way, Cassie Cage is voiced by Ashley Birch in this game.
Okay.
The same voice of Aloy, I believe, in Horizon Zero Dawn, which is a fantastic game, by the way.
Oh, okay. She's got guns. Can she projectile spam
Yeah.
like Deathstroke?
Yeah. Oh, she's not the worst with it though, Jacqui is.
Oh boy.
But I did find out how to get around that recently.
By teleportation.
No, you just hold down when Jacqui does her burst fire attack. As long as you're not like holding block, you will actually avoid it when you duck.
You are more like your mother than you think.
For one, you're both blonde. And here's Takeda.
Yeah, son of Kenshi. Member of the Shirai Ryu clan.
Well, I thought the Shirai Ryu was destroyed with Quan Chi.
Yeah, it was, but we'll see. We'll see why he's a member later.
Attention, Takahashi Takeda.
Takashi Takeda.
Yeah.
How to use them.
Imagine trying to say that 5 times fast.
Takeda is one of the hardest, hands down, one of the hardest characters to master in the game.
Ronin style.
He gets he gets laser swords too. He can place them as
What?
mines.
What, a lightsaber?
Not quite. Not quite. But he can essentially place these laser swords onto the ground and they act as like traps that you can set with a command.
Wow, you're wasting no time with these rookies.
Yeah.
Well, there's one thing. Well, we can clarify this. This will probably be a game that you'll kick my arse at.
Yeah, there it is right there, actually. He used the enhanced version of it. The enhanced version hits quite a few more times. I love how the laser swords have sound effects almost like a lightsaber.
Yeah, that's why I called it a lightsaber.
Yeah. Cryomancer Sub-Zero, at first, he was broken.
What do you mean at first?
You know the slide kick. You know the slide kick I've been doing into the next poke and then the grab attack. That was different when the game first launched. He impaled them with a bunch of like icicle spikes and stuff, and it did a lot of damage. Far too much, actually.
You announced your arrival, Briggs.
Jacqueline Briggs.
Now, I believe the voice of Jacqui is
Danielle
the same...
Nicolette.
Yeah, the same voice as Shandy in Saints Row 4.
And she's currently on The Flash.
Oh, I didn't know that.
She plays a district attorney. She was introduced in season 1, but she's been a more recurring role since season 3.
Oh. Isn't that the same season...
5 as of now.
Oh wait, no, season 3. Isn't that the same season Tom Felton's in?
Yes.
Draco Malfoy.
Mm-hmm. Again, Flash has a lot of interesting casting.
Yeah.
Like, for example, season 1, Clancy Brown.
Yeah, that was
And
awesome.
then Mark Hamill.
Right. Back to Mortal Kombat 10.
Yeah, I can see how
Full auto.
I can see how spammable that is.
Yeah. In order to avoid getting hit by that, you must hold down without blocking. Dead.
That's a death.
Seriously, you're dead.
She shouldn't be getting up at this point.
It's a video game.
No, I can see that she's not like her dad. She's not lost her arms. She
uses these gauntlets though.
So she has enhancements for her arms.
Yeah. Yeah, I hate that move so much because it is very spammable.
Now, what's that variation of Sub-Zero where he's wearing an ice mask?
I think that was Unbreakable. We saw,
at the very beginning when we were fighting when Johnny Cage was fighting them.
In Unbreakable, he can use a special move, which essentially means that he does not take chip damage when blocking.
Huh.
Because when you block, you do take a very small amount of damage.
Specialist Briggs.
I really don't like how it makes the character's models look really shiny with the sweat.
Yeah. Oh, come on, Sub-Zero. You were doing just fine.
Is it me or do these soldiers look like a rejected design for Sub-Zero in Mortal Kombat? No, what was that one where? What's that one where it was like a? What was that game
Shaolin
called?
Monks?
Yeah, Shaolin Monks. That was like a third action adventure with Liu Kang and Kung Lao.
That was actually pretty fun. That was a two-player game as well. You could play through the whole thing in two-player, I believe.
Here's Kung Jin with his bow and arrow.
Yeah. I think you would like Kung Jin as a character, just because he's got a lot of moves like Green Arrow. And he's quite arrogant. You should rally your companions rather than mock your superiors. Oh, remember that. If I ever meet one.
Please tell me we get an explanation later on for why he's been such an arse.
Yeah, Kung Jin has a rather dark past, actually.
Well, dark past that he's trying to get away from and not be like, oh, I don't want to be like this person.
Yeah, he's moving on from it, essentially. It's actually why he joins the Shaolin.
Ancestral, what's that for Kung Jin?
I believe it involves the staff. He can.
Oh, so that it's not just a bow and arrow, it's a staff project.
He always has a staff in all variations, but you get some extra special moves for it in Ancestral, involving projectiles, I believe.
Sub-Zero's like, you won't be needing this.
It feels so wrong beating up Johnny on Bosch's character like this.
Don't worry, it's in their job to voice characters anyway.
Oh man, that hurt.
False bravado does not suit you.
Come on, man. I'm supposed to be doing the taunting.
For example, where's the Red Queen?
I still have it in Devil May Cry 5. I don't have the Devil Bringer though. Something went wrong.
Let's talk.
That opportunity has passed.
Got a new plan, Cage?
Nope.
Could have followed the old one, Jin. You're gonna catch hell.
Asks for a new plan, even though he's the one that fucked up the old one.
Yes, I suppose so. Shuo Dangjin.
No, we're supposed to kill them, you idiot.
oh, I'm sorry, Grandmaster. I'm so sorry. What?
You got caged.
This was all a test?
Yeah.
A training exercise.
Thanks, Sub-Zero, for putting it.
Should have seen it.
You and your
And
friend
they
show much
failed
promise, Cassandra Cage.
miserably.
But until you
And as they
function well,
reflect on their failure,
fall short.
we'll see you guys in the next part.